So in this video, we're going to talk about how to create a master tool for touching off your tools. We use a master tool on a lathe when we don't have a presetter, the presetter is damaged or for some reason inoperable. So we're going to create this master tool that all of our other tools are going to reference. We're going to touch all the diameters off the same way on all the tools, including the master tool. The difference comes when we touch off in Z. So the first thing we need to do is determine which one of the tools are we going to use as a master tool. Any tool that's in the turret can be used as a master tool. I'm going to use tool number 3. Typically, I use a turning tool for this, but you don't have to. So I'm going to go to our tool setup, tool review, and I'm going to cursor down to the geometry offset table location for the tool that I'm doing, the Z axis. I'm going to zero that out. I literally want a value of 0 in that tool setup, geometry offset Z field for my master tool. Then I'm going to take that tool and I'm going to go down and I'm going to touch the face of my part. That's going to register my part setup. So from now on, I'll put no value in the Z field for the master tool. And I'm going to use that tool to set my work offset or my Z0 for the part. Then I'm going to go to touch all my other tools off normally, and we're going to get a value that goes in those tool lengths that is in reference to the tip of this tool. And I'll show you that in a minute. So the first thing I need to do is I need to bring this down and create the face of the part or give me a reference position. So I'm going to turn on the spindle. I'm going to face off the tip of this part. That's going to give me a good Z0 for this tool. I'm going to go back to my geometry offsets. I'm going to touch the Z offset field, and I'm going to store machine position. It's asking me which one of the offsets of the tools I want to use. I'm making sure that that tool number matches, or that offset number matches the tool number that I'm using, and I hit OK. Now I have a value that went in here for my tool setup or my part setup, and my part setup Z now reads 0. So now we're set up. We have our Z axis for that tool set to 0 for our Z offset. We've set our part setup, and now we can go touch off the rest of the tools. I'm going to set this tool for X as well for diameter. So I'm going to turn the spindle back on. I'm going to come down and turn a small diameter on this part that I can measure. Stop my spindle. I did not move any in X, so now I can measure this part diameter that I just turned, so I'll get an accurate number when I put it in the machine. Okay. So now I'm going to go to the tool offset for X for the tool that I'm touching off. In this case, it's going to be tool 3 for diameter. I'm going to hit the store machine position button. It's going to ask me to type in the value or the number of the diameter that I just measured. Hit enter. That entered my offset for that tool. I go up here, verify the number, look and make sure that my part location for X is reading the correct diameter, and it is. Now I'm ready to do my next tool. So I'm going to go ahead and index to the next tool, which is going to be tool 4. I would do diameter exactly the same way. The way I would do Z now, though, so I'll hand wheel over to the part. I would come up until I'm making contact with the face of the part, so I know I'm sitting at Z0. Make sure that I'm on the Z field for that particular tool. Store machine position. It wants to know a reference position from where I am. So if I was touching the face of the part and there was 20 thousandths on the face of the part, I would put that value here. I'm touching what is actually 0, so I'm going to leave that at 0 and hit OK. I now have a value that has gone in of 0.306. That means that the tip of this tool is 306 thousandths different than our master tool, which is what we're referencing everything in Z from now. So once I go ahead and touch off this tool in diameter, all the remaining tools off to the face of the part and create the offsets for those, we're ready to run this part.